It's the 2K.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the Warriors in Oakland. And for Golden State, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Well, for Golden State, they certainly didn't struggle before Steve Kerr became head coach, but since his arrival, he has this team executing one of the most beautiful offenses in the league.
It reminds me a little bit of the triangle. What I mean by that, there's constant motions and cuts in this offensive system. You know, it's much more than just the Splash Brothers shooting up threes. These guys are a fun team to watch.
Yeah, you know, Steve, he did a great job of blending all the coaching styles that he's learned over the past years. He's played for some great coaches, and, you know, he's been fortunate enough to take a little bit from each of them and implement it, and it worked.
It turned into a championship in 2015 for Golden State. That does it for us. Kevin Harlan with the call, and we will see you later.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California, the home of the Warriors. Live on eSports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. And it's the Warriors to start out. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Gordon the off guard with Evans at the 3. The shot blocking pair of Davis and Ashik inside. And it's Holiday in at the point.
Playing one-hand flush. I love it.
Clark, I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, the one hand lets you get up higher.
No doubt about it. At least it looks like that from this angle.
You know, it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
It always seems to settle you down when you have some early success in the post.
Thompson passes to Curry. Outside, Green. A 3-ball. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You know, the Warriors took some flack when they passed on the chance to trade for Kevin Love. But I really think that the rise of Draymond Green as their stretch 4-man made the decision even better and also kept their cap situation far more flexible.
Now here's Gordon following the shot by Drew Holiday. Great open look there.
Assist goes to Eric Gordon.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. The Warriors and Draymond Green won't give you the superstar numbers of a Kevin Love, but he's got a deceptive impact, Clark, at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I call him a value-utility guy because he does a little bit of everything that brings value to your quest to win. His shooting has steadily gotten better, and while he's not an all-star yet, some of his total contributions on the floor, impressive.
Here's Ashik following the basket by Draymond Green. Good on the shot.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Curry attacking. Green kicks to Curry. The shot no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. Outside Holiday. He kicks it to Ashik. Here's Gordon. Another one falls for New Orleans.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
It's deflected. Thompson dishes to Green. Here's Curry, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined. And you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
And for Stephen Curry, a value contract, but a growing list of endorsements. One of the top-selling jerseys in the league, a signature shoe deal.
He's worried about it. He's got a Bible quotation on his wrist that says, "Love never fails." And that's how he approaches the game, with a true love and faith that his hard work is going to pay off.
Now here is Holiday, following the shot by Evans. Stolen by Thompson. Outside Curry. Three-pointer. Rebound Ashik. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Barnes. Unloads from 9, and they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Hey, kid, you ready? All right, let's go.
First personal foul, 10 seconds.
Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Draymond Green. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touch by Spates. The Warriors making a switch here. Ezeli's checked in. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Cole. And the shot falls short this time.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by this year. That 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
And here are the Pelicans now, following the score by Golden State. Anderson's shot is off. The feed to Barbosa. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Anderson can't get that one to fall.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note was it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
New Orleans is still a relatively young team, but they play with a maturity, I think, Clark, that's beyond their years.
You know, Kevin, the average age for them last year was just over 25 years old, and the youngest team in the West, actually, to make it to the playoffs last year.
And the Warriors making a change here. Clark's checked in.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
.34 seconds left in the first quarter. Ajinça, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And for the Pelicans, part of why they look so mature is how they protect leads. I mean, rarely giving away points for free and knowing how to close out games.
Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Festus Ezeli. Here's Cunningham, finished off the break. It's a tie ball game.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor. Whoa, that'll wake you up. My goodness.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
Here's Anderson. Off target with the open look.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Warriors lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, I think Coach will allow me to take that shot. And it's tough to guard, especially when you see a couple go in. That basket gets a lot bigger.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
We got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. The shot-blocking pair of Davis and Ashik inside. Gordon the off guard with Evans at the 3, and it's Holiday in at the 1. And it's sent back by Bogut. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And he gets it to go. Thompson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
And guys, for Drew Holiday last season was a tale of two halves. In the first half, he displayed the leadership and the playmaking skills the team had originally acquired him for.
You know what, Kevin? Over the second half of the year, everything just kind of fell apart for Drew. He couldn't shake an injury to his lower right leg, and as a result, had to watch from the bench as his team fought for its playoff lives.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Barnes, he's checked in for Rush. And Curry subbed in for Ian Clark. Pelicans trail by 3. And Holiday, here we go. Tries again. And it's good on the way in. Holiday's got 7 points.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Dishes it to Green. From deep three-point range, Pelicans with the rebound. Ashik's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Davis. Chance there to take the lead. Missing.
And when you talk about Holiday, the Pelicans really needed his contribution last season. He can score and distribute the basketball equally as well. An excellent all-around defender. Exactly what you want in a point guard, except that he just couldn't stay healthy.
The Pelicans have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. He dishes it to Davis. Barnes against Evans. Here's Gordon. That one rolling around and rims out.
And for Holiday, I love his effort. He works extremely hard. His injuries, no fault of his own, just a run of misfortune. Let's hope this talented young man can turn it around and keep it turned around from a health standpoint.
Thompson outside from deep three-point range. Barnes passes to Curry. Sinks the triple. Now it's a 6-point Warrior lead.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And first time out of the game called.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
High school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. Remember also in high school he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened in on Alvin Gentry's huddle. He urged them to do everything possible to create open looks for each other. Talked about setting picks, running more set plays, anything to shake free of that defense. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. No good from Spates. Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina, grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting, his mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.